Welcome everybody to our Dementia Toolkit video series, a one-stop shop answering all your questions on everything dementia related. Simple educational advice from people with lived experience and professionals in their field. We aim to provide support that's personalised to help you on your dementia journey.
Care planning.
My name is Romy-Jo Johnson and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Disability Cornwall, and part of my role is being the strategic lead for our element of the Dementia Together collaborative. And I'd really like to discuss today the importance of accessing the right care and support at the right time for people living with dementia and their loved ones. So what I think is really important is knowing what support at what time. So for a lot of people, they might not like to, not like the idea of receiving care and support in a formal manner. So what we would consider is looking at circles of support first. So your family, your friends, your loved ones around you, people that know you best. And what they could do is provide care and support to you in the way that you need, but actually then be supported themselves by organisations such as the Cornwall Carers Service, for example, where they could access support with funding, emotional support, wraparound provision, maybe respite cover to allow days off from their care and support role, but also to look at things like technology. So whether maybe you are sort of just starting to have some care and support needs, but it's very low level, maybe becoming a little bit forgetful with taking medication at certain times. There's lots of technology out there that could be considered, for example, like timed medicine dispensers that not only you can time with the correct time for the medication, but also it will set off an alarm to remind you what medication at what time. So there's lots of things to consider before you are thinking of sort of formal care and support. But when you reach the point where you know that you would like some formal care and support provision in place, the first thing to do is go via Cornwall Council, and on their website they have something called an eligibility checker. And as care and support is means tested in Cornwall, it's important to know that sometimes you'll receive fully funded support, care and support, but sometimes depending on your financial situation or your savings, you may have to part fund or fully fund your care and support. So on their website, and I think they can also do this over the phone, you can do the eligibility checker where you can go and check what your finances would mean in the realm of care and support, and to save you going through that assessment process if you don't need to do that. But should you do the eligibility checker, you find out that you are eligible for part funding or fully funded support by Cornwall Council, you would then go on to do a request for help either via the website or over their telephone number, and then they will take it from there and come out and support you in your home. There is a variety of support available for people once they, would like to embark on a formal care arrangement. So Cornwall is moving towards a more person-centred, self-directed future for care and support. So the main sort of areas that we are great advocates for is around direct payments and individual service funds. So direct payments is you self-direct the care and support you receive. You're paid a budget from social care, which is based on your needs, and then you can choose to spend that money on any way that meets your care and support needs, basically. It's a very preferred method, especially for people who are living with dementia, because it gives you such freedom around the hours that you're supported, the support you receive. It's more 360-degree care. You can be receiving support in the community, you can access events or community settings, or you can receive care and support in your home if that's what you wish as well. Then you have what's called an individual service fund, which is a bit more managed. So what you would do is you would still have the flexibility of the direct payment, so you'd still be able to have your care and support outside or inside, or a flexible hybrid way, but there's more support involved. So there's things like a payroll and managed account, so you don't have to worry about any of the financial elements and paying the people that support you. There's also, supported payroll, supported with recruitment. So say you'd like personal assistants to come and support you in a flexible way, it just removes the stress out of, coordinating those PAs, making sure they're paid on time, and then you can just enjoy the care and support that you're receiving. But self-directed is not for everybody, and actually there are other personalised options which are a little bit more formal. So social care will provide a very combination of different support options. So one might be home care, so that might be a domiciliary care provider coming and visiting you at home and providing care and support at set times of the day. It might be living care, so maybe someone coming to live with you to provide that care and support. It could be depending on your need and depending at what time if your needs increase, or maybe you've got lower level needs, but thinking once if you have sort of higher level needs, thinking of residential care settings or maybe assisted living where you can still live independently but in a more secure and safe environment with people on hand to support you if needed. And then as sort of needs progress, whether they did or didn't, there's things like residential nursing care as well. So there's sort of the very start of the care and support journey, thinking of tech and families, all the way up until, a more formal residential setting. So the right provision at the right time is imperative. I think the first port of call would be to speak to your Dementia Together dementia advisors, because they are very well connected in Cornwall. They know where to sort of direct you and where you need to go in the first instance, and they're very knowledgeable about what they do.